22. Immediately, Jesus made his disciples get into the boat and go before him to the other side, while he sent the multitudes away. And when he had sent the multitudes away, he went up the mountain by himself to pray. And when evening came, he was alone there. But the boat was now in the middle of the sea, tossed by the waves, so the wind was contrary. Now in the fourth watch of the night, Jesus went to them walking on the sea. And when the disciples saw him walking on the sea, they were troubled, saying, "It is a ghost." And they cried out for fear. But immediately Jesus spoke to them, saying, "Be of good cheer, it is I, do not be afraid." And Peter answered him and said, "Lord, if it is you, command me to come to you on the water." So he said, "Come." And when Peter had come down out of the boat, he walked on the water to go to Jesus. But when he saw the wind was boisterous, he was afraid, and beginning to sink, he cried out, saying, "Lord, save me." And immediately Jesus stretched out his hand and caught him, and said to him, "O you of little faith, why do you doubt?" And when they got in the boat, the wind ceased. Then those who were in the boat came and worshipped him, saying, "Truly, you are the Son of God." Now, this is a very interesting story because Jesus was walking on the water casually one day. It's like most people today. They come around me and tell me, "Why do you always pray for the sick at every service? Don't you know about anything else to do?" It's like people saying, "Why did Jesus walk on the water?" It's because he couldn't swim. And a lot of people start freaking out when the joy starts hitting the place and people start to get touched, healed, and delivered. Like when you get touched, some people end up screaming on top of their lungs. How many of you seen that happen the past couple of nights? Hello? Hello? We have people alive here tonight? Hello? Is nobody get those Red Bulls that I asked you to get? Just throw some out. If knock some people over, they probably need it. Amen. But a lot of people actually freak out when God actually moves in a room. See, they say they want revival, they say they want miracles and signs and wonders, but when things actually begin to happen right before their eyes, they actually start to freak out and wonder if it's even God in the first place. They pray for a move of God, but when the move of God comes, they freak out about the move of God. Oh, he's doing it by the devil. I don't know the devil to be healing people. I thought the Bible says the devil comes to do what? To steal, kill, and destroy. So people can't be healed by the devil. Are you listening to me? Yeah. I feel like I'm watching the set of The Walking Dead.
Oh, yeah.
But people always freak out about the move of God. Just the way the disciples freaked out when Jesus was walking on the water. They look at it and say, "It's a ghost." But I want you to understand something. The move of God will never be what you expect it to be. Every generation, the way God did things was very different. Every single time God moved, it was not the same way He moved before. Everybody's waiting for an old thing to happen, while meanwhile God's trying to do a new thing. And people freak out about the joy. Now the joy is something so scary. I'm so scared because somebody got happy. What are you freaking out about? Instead of saying, "Oh, it may not be God," how about you say, "What if it is God?" I want to have the very thing that person's having tonight. The reason many people don't get touched by the power of God is because they're not hungry. They come into the room with a certain expectation.
Yeah.
Saying, "This is how God's going to touch me," with a very religious mindset.